Hello friends, good morning. I am Dr. Mohit Sane. I am Division Chief, Department of Neonatology at Nirmal Hospital Private Limited, Surat. You must be wondering that why I am making this video, and that too on COVID-19, because there is a lot of information around everywhere regarding this. But in last few days, I've come across a lot of questions from my colleagues regarding how to manage the babies who are born to suspected or COVID positive mothers. There, what I will be talking mostly is based on the guidelines given by FOXI, NNF, IAP combined in guidelines or a consensus statement by these three organizations. I just want to make it very simplified for my colleagues after listening to this, so they should be able to do all the basic resuscitations and everything as per the guidelines. First, we as a neonatologist or a pediatrician, if we go for resuscitation of these babies who are delivering to COVID positive or suspected COVID mothers, what we should need to know or do. First thing is, minimum persons should go for the resuscitation of such babies, and those who are going should be trained in neonatal resuscitation, and when they are entering for resuscitation they should be in full PPE. These babies need to be resuscitated in separate room with a warmer, ideally. If it is not possible and you are going to resuscitate these babies in the same room where the mother is delivering, then you should try to maintain a distance of at least 2 meters of the resuscitation area from where the mother is delivering. So the baby is delivered to these mothers. If they need any resuscitation, has to be as per the NRP guidelines. And if you are going to intubate these babies, you should take all the precautions while intubation and should avoid the endotracheal drugs in these babies. So now, if the babies are stable, okay, and you want to shift these babies to the mother, so delayed cord clamping, skin to skin contact has to be followed as per the NRP guidelines. The only thing you have to take care is that mother's hand hygiene and mask with full face and nose, with full mouth and nose covered, should be followed. So now let us discuss three simple scenarios. One, if the babies are more than 34 weeks, they are stable and the mother is stable. So in that case, the baby has to be shifted room in with the mother. Both baby and mother should be kept in a special COVID ward in separate room. If they need one care person for them, even though that caretaking person is COVID inactive, should be allowed with the mother and the baby in the same room with full hand hygiene and mask precautions. And the baby should continue and given exclusive breastfeeding. Second scenario, if the baby is stable more than 34 weeks but the mother is sick. So in that case, if the baby cannot be shifted with the mother or rooming in with the mother, so then that baby either has to be shifted to a special ward where that baby can be taken care by a special designated nurse. So that nurse will be in PPE. That baby should not be admitted in your non-COVID normal NICU. If you are taking these babies, then it has to be in isolation room. The room where you are taking care of these babies who are born to suspected or COVID positive mothers should have a negative suction facility available in that room with the with 10 to 15 room air changes per hour. If it is not possible, then you should at least have an exhaust fan in the room. And even then, even in your SNCU, if that is not possible and you have to take care of these babies in your SNCU with other babies, then in that room, that baby's cot or warmer should be at a minimum 2 meter distance from the other babies, and the person who is taking care of these babies has to be separated with PPE kit. Feeding, ideally EBM is to be given to these babies, but then all precautions has to be taken. So if it is not possible to get EBM from sick mother or infectivity chances are there, then you can give the formula feed to these babies. Third scenario is, suppose these babies are less than 34 weeks or they are sick, then irrespective whether mother is sick or stable, these babies need ICU care, NICU care. So they have to be shifted in an ICU, again in a separate special room. and the regular management is as per the neonatal protocols of your unit. Anti-COVID-19 drugs are not been still proven and recommended in newborn babies. The respiratory care, the positive respiration, ventilation or CPAP, whatever you want to give has to be as per your unit protocol. But if you are giving non-invasive ventilation, then CPAP is a better modality than any other NIPPV modality for positive pressure ventilation. If you are giving CPAP, it will generate aerosols. So that aerosol management, again, that's why this baby has to be managed in separate room with an active suction or at least with the exhaust fan. If you are intubating these babies or doing endotracheal suction, aerosol box needs to be used. And as much as possible, you should do inline suction, closed suction if the babies are intubated. So now, this baby is in your NICU. You are taking all the precautions, PP and everything. So now most of the people have asked that once this baby get admitted, then what should be the policy for discharge and when to do the test for these babies. So as per those guidelines, the COVID-19 test, babies who are sick in NICU or with stable baby with the mother, we should get first test done as soon as possible. Previously, few days back till that time, the guidelines were if their first test is negative, the second test has to be repeated after 5 to 14 days of the first negative test. But now they say once the babies are off oxygen or all respiratory care and they are stable, first test is negative, then you need not do the repeat test. After 10 days, you can discharge these babies. And the babies who are with the mother, when you are discharging the mother, discharge these babies with proper instructions of home quarantine and isolation and precautions of hand hygiene and the mask. Dear friends, in the end, I just want to emphasize on 2 or 3 very important points. 1, don't panic. Assure your patients. If mother and child both are stable, you should press on rooming in the baby with the mother and on breastfeeding. And precautions. Isolation guidelines at their home. Breastfeeding is the key to go and continue the treatment. Take care of your patient and yourself too. So my friends, if you have any queries or you are in doubt, we are always there for your help. So you can call us on my number or on our helpline number or can WhatsApp. Thank you very much.